Good evening, everyone. How you guys doing?
How you doing?
You guys can hear me, right?
Yes.
I'm so honored to be here. This is such an awesome and important cause. I also feel like I'm already surrounded by a bunch of family. In my class a few weeks ago, I was getting to know one of the girls afterwards and just, what do you do? And she was like, one of the things that she said that she does is work for Black Women for Wellness. And I was like, oh my God, I'm totally performing there in 2 weeks. Well, I almost didn't. But anyway, so we just connected and that was awesome. And one of my spiritual mothers, Martine, I just found out yesterday that she's speaking tomorrow night. So I'm really excited about that. And my first West African dance teacher is about to shake it for you after this. So I'm just feeling the love and excited to be here. I'm just going to share one piece with you guys tonight. It's called Noble Am I. A Black woman's womb runs deep. It has been sliced, salted, and cut open over again. Some people wonder, why are some Black women so angry? Why do we have so much attitude? Well, let's go back and travel across the Atlantic where white ships carried Black bodies. African bodies that were captured, chained, and held captive. Where women were ostracized, degraded, and raped every night. Imagine wondering if tonight would be the night the captain picked you. Sheets placed over soft, curved, smooth, precious Black bodies so that his white skin wasn't tainted by hers, with only one hole in the center to penetrate and instill fear and hate into her womb. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound, the sound of fear, tears, screams, fingertips painted with blood, hands pressed against quilts, leaving prints, leaving traces of evidence that proves my ancestors were raped of their jewels, jewels of dignity and pride, transferred into blood and shame, transferred onto fingertips, onto hands, hands that hold newborn babies, feeding their bodies with instilled fear, anger, and sorrow, nurturing them with hands that were taught that they were not beautiful, but undesirable and unworthy. Internalized oppression sinks in. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. The sound. I wonder what sound John Newton was hearing, a white slave captain who wrote this song. Was he hearing the sound of the gospel he attended during church, the sound of screaming Black bodies he raped the night before? And sometimes, even I wonder, why are some Black women so angry? Why do we have so much attitude? Where does the shield come from? And then I'm reminded of the physical and psychological trauma which has been passed down from generation to generation. And maybe we have been touched one too many times by too many women whose ancestors' fingertips were painted with blood. Blood that came from her own womb as a disguise that she deserved it and did it to herself. Black women need to be loved. And I'm not saying they're the only ones, because we all need to be loved. But what does it mean when Black women are dying at a higher percentage rate from obesity, diabetes, and AIDS? What does it mean when we're negatively represented in the media at a higher percentage rate than over any other race? Most Blacks do not touch whites in commercial ads, but unlike whites, we rarely even touch each other, conveying a subtle message of Black skin as being taboo. Black women need to be loved, y'all, nurtured, and cared for. We need to be touched with new hands. Hands that are connected to sisters and brothers who are working towards replenishing, re-nurturing, and relearning how to walk with dignity and pride. Hands that see with new eyes, eyes that recognize the beauty of soft, curved, smooth, precious Black skin before it was taught that it was anything else. Woo!